for a week, and Bob's obviously been busy with his Matic, so I've just finished. We've now got right round the garage, so it's now free from an inflow of water, but we don't know how to drain it yet. But that's tremendous progress here. And this has been what's happening while I've been away in the garage. All the new equipment's in, and we're starting to place all the benches. John's just measuring up there. What are you doing, John, exactly?
I'm measuring up to see what the floor area is.
Right.
And then I'm going to do a plan and maybe make a separate table and see what room we've got around them.
Yes.
Rather than put the benches all the way around.
Yeah, I agree. And
put the benches all the way around.
Yeah.
If it's all a separate one, it makes people can work on it.
Yes.
Together do projects on it.
Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, you can see where we've got the idea for the lathe going sideways across that back of the room there. Should get 4 in there. This looks like a van. So what's going on here, you may ask? Well, Richard likes driving vans, but the thing is, this is the day. Oh, it's Mark.
Good evening.
Mark is Mr. Trucker. Have you got any Yorkie?
Hey, all right.
I think so.
Yeah, we're obviously trying to transfer all the stuff from the school, and this is where it all starts. So just at the moment, I think my help is needed, so I'm going to stop filming, and then Mark will tell us later how far we've got. Okay, Maureen, what are you doing here?
Having the greatest time, actually. It's fun. What brought me here was I'd heard of Men's Shed, guys that got together and tinkered and had cups of tea.
Is that legal?
Possibly not. But I undertook a project which was an old table, which rather than be scrapped, I wanted to bring it back to its glory. Having begun that project, I very quickly realised that I did not have the skill to do that. So I thought perhaps Men's Shed would do this for me. So I took my table along to Men's Shed, where they said, yes, for a donation we will restore this table for you. And I was interested in the restoration of the table and how it was going, so I continued coming to Men's Shed. £1 for a cup of tea is not bad. And really, it's exciting. It's nice to see something developing. Guys getting together. There's a camaraderie, there's a purpose, and it's a bigger purpose than perhaps any of us first realised, because the purpose seems to be to bring all kinds of people together, people with skills, people with who are wanting to learn skills from any walk of society, any part of the community, and it opens up projects.
I've noticed something though, Maureen, you're a woman.
I'm a human being.
Yes, and is that kind of surprising that you were welcomed and that we're all right with having all sorts of people here?
It's very pleasing, because not every group does welcome kind of like those of the opposite sex. It's can be very clannish, but this isn't. This is saying that if you would like to come and join us, if you would like to share in these opportunities, then everybody is welcome. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you have a particular skill, or whether you are just curious, whether you would like to learn something, whether like me, you have a project that you can't do, but perhaps somebody can do it for you.
You can see here the garage is beginning to fill up.
And there's more.
There's more?
And there's more. Plenty more.
Oh, it's not too bad. We've actually, the emptying side's going well.
No, one more load, but not very much.
So all we've got to do is to find a place for all of this stuff to fit in neatly into here. My mind is already beginning to boggle. Okay, Mark, we've got that lot emptied, and it's a very hot night. I think it's my thermometer said 28 degrees, so
Believe it.
yeah, no problem at all. So what's the situation at the school now then?
Well, I reckon at the school now we probably have 3 more loads.
Oh, crumbs.
Nothing as heavy as this.
No.
It's only because we've got workbenches. There's
Yes,
metal workbenches to bring. and the cabinets, the metal cabinets, so they're a lot of volume but not much
Yes,
weight.
they're not a
like
lot of weight.
fire
Yeah,
doors
yeah.
we've just heaved off.
Yes.
So I'm thinking I'm going to get there early tomorrow, like 8 o'clock. Load up, be back down here about 8:30, 9:15, and then to try and beat some of the heat.
Yes.
And then hopefully we can get it done by lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we've got to worry about is to tie in with Maureen to get the slabs from her allotments.
Yes, that's right.
Which we'll do last.
And I have to say, Chris got his timing absolutely perfect
Yes.
because no, it's no good walking away from the camera, Chris. It's no good. You're our comedy hero. We remember the skip. No, I mean, you just arrived just in time to get the last 2 doors in.
I only come with the skips, you know that.
Well, no, that's really good. Yeah, we've been working here, been working on that drain a bit more. It's full of roots.
Yeah.
So I think Nigel's going to bring something atomic to do something with that tomorrow.
Blow it up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good. But it'll be good just to be on one site and then we can see where we are really.
Yeah.
Who was down at the school site, Mark?
Maureen and Ed the Shed.
I was a bit worried about Ed because he was going to load Maureen into the van. And it's a bit of a worry that. I've told him to leave her alone.
And Richard.
Richard down there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we've got, I think, Richard, Ed, Barry and Bob, or Richard, Ed and Barry.
Yeah.
3 or 4 is all you need down there, really.
Yeah, it's loading the van, unloading the van and getting everything off that site so Richard doesn't have to feed a goat all summer.
And so Richard's digging out the benches.
Right.
And boxing up a few bits and pieces.
That's good.
But they can be doing that tomorrow in between lifts, so it's not...
It's a matter of the lads here have been clearing out the garage to make space for all this stuff to come. Little do they know how much
stuff
there.
there is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to go. But I've been round the site yesterday spraying it with Agent Orange. So if you feel sick or dizzy, you know,
I need a cup of tea.
it's probably not the sun.
A lot of that shed is taken up with office chairs, which I said to Richard, leave there, because
We don't need any more chairs.
So it's basically the black lockers.
I've been inclined to bring the good office chairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have to, you know.
But there are some tables as well. There are some solid tables.
Yeah.
Ones.
So good, yeah. And so we'll see how Saturday goes. This is extra homework. It's like being in detention. You know, we've had to come in for another day because we haven't been behaving ourselves. You know.
We have the van till Monday, so
Yeah.
if we need to do something on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't want to be going over Sunday. We can possibly avoid it though. Thanks. Okay. Well, we'll just tidy up for tonight. I think that's pretty good.
Tidy up and drink tea.
So Bob, I don't think Men's Shed quite worked out the way you thought it was.
No, originally I had done a fair amount of DIY over the years and had accumulated my own shed,
Yeah.
which I was looking to clear, and rather than throw stuff away, I thought Men's Shed was the place to bring it, so it could be shared amongst others. However, things didn't quite go, as you say, to plan, and my own shed has still been cleared, and the project has changed from a DIY or a woodworking setup to a major project of getting this new building and buildings and workshop up and running.
And we've got the hall, and you've done a lot of work on the hall, and you've done a lot of work on the groundworks outside, which is not quite what you had in mind at the time, but I think as Maureen mentioned, you know, there's the camaraderie and working with people and the crack, if you like. And I think that's been quite important to all of us. I like coming here just to meet the people that I've got to know over a period of time. Yeah. Okay. Have you decided to take part in anything that's going to develop here? Is it going to be in the workshop, basically, where you see?
Certainly, once the workshops are up and running, I can see there's plenty there for me, and it's a space to work, which my own shed isn't.
Yes. Yes.
So it's working, has been working outside. But yeah, I mean, I stuck with it because the camaraderie and everything else
That's right.
was great. Nice people, great place, and I feel I can share my skills with the group and get involved in whatever projects.
I've just arrived here this morning, and Nigel's on his third cup of tea. But
Been
what he,
here since 8 o'clock.
what he has
missed Mark.
what he has done, I was in bed at 8 o'clock. What he has done is brought this gadget along, and what this gadget has done is cleared this here drain because it was an absolute nightmare. I think one of the things I'm going to do before the stuff arrives this morning is to dig away the soil from around this grate and
There
see.
was some bricks putting round.
Yeah,
so
that's
nothing can-
that's what we're
yes.
going. Yeah, that's what we're going to do now.
It was full
So-
of roots.
So, quite frankly, some of these men don't have a family life, so they just escape here. I don't think their wives know where they are half the time. That's one job done already. Okay, Ed, how did you end up here? For goodness sake, you're 40. You're not an
Yeah.
old geezer like us. What happened?
Well, I've always enjoyed woodworking, even when I was back at school. So if I could have spent my whole break times in the woodworking shop, that's exactly where I would have been, to be honest. The problem is setting up your own woodworking shop's a really expensive endeavour, though.
Yeah.
So places like this really come in handy. I used to live down in Wales for a year. I'm from this area. It's just I moved down to Wales to try my luck. It didn't work out. But while I was down there, I found the men's shed down there, and I really enjoyed it. When I moved back here, found out about our local men's shed, which was down at the school in Norton previously. We've obviously moved here now, and we're getting things set up. And yeah, I love it here. I really do. You know, it's my escape. Really.
It's a very different setup here, isn't it? Because we've got a big hall as well.
Yeah.
I take it you're really wanting to be letting loose at the workshop once
definitely.
it's going.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than getting that smell of wood on your hands. You know, it's intoxicating. I think that's a good word for it. It's intoxicating. Gets in your skin, and you just can't live without it.
How are you getting on with all these pensioners? Do you see yourself as a carer?
I mean, I used to be a carer, but no, absolutely. Like we've said, I'm the youngest coming here despite being 40 years old.
Yes.
I'd like to see more younger people coming down because the things we do here with the community work, not just for our own personal projects, you know, it's all for a good cause.
Yeah, and it's good for a CV.
Oh,
if you're
exactly.
actually seeking employment, they want to know what's more about a person
Exactly.
as well.
It's a big thing for employment. You need to get yourself out there. If you're not doing anything, if you're on the dole or whatever, get yourself out there volunteering. This isn't the only volunteering thing I do. I also volunteer for the Stockton Street Angels as well. So you got to get yourself out there. If it hadn't been for this place and Stockton Street Angels and the help of many other various individuals, I wouldn't be standing here now saying I'm about to start work as a teaching assistant.
No.
So,
No.
got a lot to thank for organisations just like this.
Well, it looks like we've got some work to do here. Here he comes.
Here we come, reverse again.
It's Trucker Boy.
What? Oh, go. As soon as we offload this, I'll go and get a new battery.
Here we go. It looks like work is facing us all of a sudden. That's a long way to carry it. I think that's probably where he's going to stop. This appears to be the last van. And here is Bob. He's normally used to carrying water on a jar on his head. Oh, of course. Hello. Have you had a jolly time there?
No.
And that's our planning board, so we can plot how we invade Russia. And ow, that's my leg. But apart from that,
Get that first kid.
yeah, I know. What is like? That's pretty good. If that's all we've had to wait for, we've got everything here. Start this morning, guys. Good grief. heard.
There till late last night.
Yeah, I heard you
I got
did.
it all boxed up last night, ready
Yeah.
to sling in the van this morning.
Yeah, that's really good though. It's
Done.
now all here. I heard you were doing deals. We
yes.
might have a shed rental. What's this about?
Can't tell you.
Eh?
There's an interested party.
That's really good. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, we got the drains cleared.
Oh well.
All the drains are done. Nigel brought his atomic drain worm, and that's all
You
done.
mean he fixed it because it was broken last time?
It was just blocked with roots all the way through. It goes to the drain on the
But
side.
roots was coming out flowing last time.
Oh,
We were
yeah, yeah.
draining it through.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Which drain does the shed?
The middle one
Hi,
here.
John, all right.
Yeah, that comes into that middle one.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah, I was quite surprised, but of course, always wrong.
Must be broken somewhere on the leg then, for the roots to come in.
I don't know, they just worm their way through the
Not
joints,
that
you know. Right, Richard, where are we with all this then now?
Well, the workshop, when we inherited it, was in a very dilapidated state. The electrics came from the 1950s, and all around it was very damp. So we've dug all the soil away from around it, relieved the damp, put concrete in where the bricks are blown to support the bottom of it. The electrics we've spent 3,000 quid on and had them all renewed up to modern standards. All the old junk has gone. We're now at the point where we're going to start populating the workshop with the machinery that's been donated and making sure that everyone's happy with what we've got in there.
Yeah.
There's obviously going to be a very diverse group of people that's going to use it for various uses, and we're trying to cater for everybody. The latest thought we've had is to put in a very low bench for disabled people to be able to use it as well.
So, Mark, we talked about the workshop with Richard. Now, what has led you to start Men's Shed? How's that come about?
Well, I think, like Richard, I moved up to Stockton, 3 years ago to work in a local church, Stockton Baptist Church, and looking around for something for the guys to do, there wasn't anything in the church, and I have to say, a lot of people in the church weren't interested, so we started looking further afield, and Men's Shed sort of leapt out at me from searches I'd done across the UK on retired guys or people who are isolated, and Men's Shed kept popping up. So we did a bit of research and decided to go for it. And so from quite humble beginnings with 3 of us, with no building, today we find ourselves here. And I guess what we're trying to do is 2 things, main things. One is to encourage guys particularly, but also some of the ladies, particularly when they're isolated and don't get a chance to meet people very often, and missing their work environments in many cases, to come along here, have a bit of banter, make things, learn how to do things, argue about the football, do men's stuff. And now that we have the facilities that you've seen on the other videos, excuse me, developing, we have a real chance to spread that out to more and more people.
Yeah, I think partly though the vision's changed. We've got a Maureen now, and we've got a hall. So how do you think that's going to take us forward?
Well, we weren't quite certain about the hall. When we first come to look at the workshop, we had no intention, or didn't even know the hall existed, but we very quickly realised that it gives us lots of other options to actually opening up into a community space, so that people in the community of Stockton can come here and for a fairly low rent, or really for Stockton a low rent, they can rent the rooms to do whatever they want to within reason. And I think that's going to be the biggest impact we have in terms of numbers, in that we'll get lots and lots of people hopefully renting the space and doing amazing things with it. But of course we can't overlook the main reason we're here, which is to get guys and girls out of the house a couple of times a week and doing something more interesting and a chance to interact with other people.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, yeah. I suppose I'm quite surprised with Maureen. She's actually mucked in and got on with a lot of fairly hefty manual work as well. And we shouldn't underestimate people. You know, you never know who's going to go through the door and what they're bringing to what we're doing here. And that's been a revelation for me. But yeah, I think we could see by September we've got several things going on here. We've got a working workshop, and there's all sorts of things that are possible for this hall. This will hold about 80 people, and it's now got a nice kitchen, toilets that even my wife will go to, and quite a nice office area. In fact, this is the only decent bit till we get the hall cleared at the moment. But yeah.
And of course, we'll move the men's pie club here as well. In sort of September time, I guess, when it's cleared out and manageable. So we'll have lots of things going on here all the time. I mean, Maureen is an interesting case because she came originally to have a table refurbished, which we did. And then she wanted to know how to use tools, and so then she's cut. And so her drive really is to learn how to do things, which is brilliant. But you can't assume anybody who walks through the door what they want to do.
No.
And that, you know, that's part of our initial sort of time with them, is to find out what they want to do.
Yeah.
And from there, if we can, we'll try and accommodate it.